welcome to just settle in on your mat this morning. Connect the pointer finger and thumb. Align your spine on top of your sacrum. What can you observe unfolding within? By letting the outside world just be for a moment. Take this next hour to tap into your own story, to connect with the wisdom of the body, letting the soul speak in this place of deep connection. Let the breath be deep and full. Even though you are drawing the breath all the way to the chest, try to keep the shoulders relaxed. Bring the rib cage to the right side, back to center and to the left. Just wave from right to left. For a moment, inviting fluidity into the spine. And then keep the head and the shoulders and the ribcage to the right. You can even look down to the mat to get a little more stretch on the neck and on the elongation of the neck on the left side. Keep the left arm heavy. And draw it back to center, wave over to the left. Right shoulder loose and relaxed, ribcage, head to the left. Then slowly look down to the mat. Bring it back to center. Neutral spine, guide the arms overhead, reach up. Exhale, draw the hands to the heart. 2 more. Inhale, lengthen, reach up, look up if you like. Exhale, hands to the heart. Next one, we start with arm if you like. Inhale. Draw the chin to the chest. Come back to your intention that moves you this morning. Observe the story that we try to create by staying present. Slowly open the eyes, roll on, over your feet and come all the way up to standing position. Bring the feet and the knees all the way together. Hold your knees and let's roll our knees and feet by making circles with the knees, but keeping the feet all the time connected to the mat. And then we change direction. And then come up to a stand, feet hip-width apart. Let's do some hip circles. Also here the knees can be completely straight or slightly bent. Try to get mobility into the hips. And then other direction. And then stop the motion here. You can keep the hands on the hips. You want to bring the chest forward, shoulder blades back, elbows down, and bring the pelvis back and try to bring the belly to the thigh. Round up. And you're all the way on top, arch, shoulders pulled back, guide with the chest forward. When you touch the thighs, round. 2 more, lengthen, shoulders pulled back, open heart, open chest. Pull it back and round. Last one, arch, stick the butt up. And then round, all the way up. Very nice. Bring the hands onto the shoulder. Let's make some shoulder circles, keeping the elbows forward to the side and up. Touch them if you can. Reverse direction. And bring the arms out to the side. Left palm facing up, right palm facing down. And then squeeze the right shoulder in and switch. The palms switch as well, and you create rotation in the shoulder and in the upper spine, right and left. Squeeze the torso out like a towel. And then guide the arms up over the side, bring the feet together, interlace the hands behind the head, and then roll forward one vertebra at a time and use the weight of the hands and arms and the head to go into a gentle forward fold. You can keep the knees bent if you need to. 3 long breaths. Let the hands come down all the way to the mat. Open the feet into a squat. Pivot the feet slightly apart. You can stay on the fingertips so you can move the hips from right to left. Come onto the outer edge of the foot. And then you should be arrived in like your natural squat position. Hands to the front. Try to bring the knees down. Just tap them to the floor. Shift them back. Here the hips can stay a little higher so you have a little bit more range of motion for the hips forward and back. Let's do one more. And sink the hips back, hands in front of your heart, elbows in. Come onto the fingertips. Bring the knees slightly apart and also open the chest with that. And then press the knees into the elbows, bring the hands together. 2 more, open onto the fingertips. Exhale. Inhale, open. Exhale, release. Take the hands forward, let the head fall down, round the spine. Just hang in there. Walk the hands back underneath the shoulders, straighten out the legs, parallel the feet, 1 more forward fold. 3 deep breaths. And then let's start moving through our sun salutations. Inhale. Arch the spine, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, come all the way up into a standing position in the beginning of the mat. Bring the feet together, hands in front of the heart. Arms lift over the head, arch up and back, Hasta Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold. Right foot steps back, low lunge. Heart open, hips down. Both feet meet, back to plank. Lower the knees, the chest, the chin. Inhale, slide forward into your cobra. And exhale, push it back, down dog. Stay for a deep breath here to feel the rooting of the hands and feet in your down dog. Right leg lifts, open the hip, heel to the glute, pivot the heel towards the ceiling. Then make a big step to the front, low lunge. Both feet meet, forward fold. Inhale, arms up and back, Hasta Uttanasana. Exhale, Tadasana. Other side, arch up and back. Exhale, forward fold. Left foot steps back, low lunge. Both feet meet in plank. One more time, Ashtanga Namaskara, knees, chest and chin. Slide forward, heart pulls through. Exhale, back to down dog. Take another deep breath here. Sink yourself into this pose. Left leg lifts, open the hip, heel to the glute. Make a big step into your low lunge on the left side. Both feet meet, forward fold. Inhale, guide the arms up and back. Exhale, Tadasana. One more round, inhale, arms up and back. Exhale, forward fold. Right foot steps back, low lunge. Both feet meet in plank if you want, full chaturanga without the knee support. Upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts, open the hip. Look underneath your right armpit. And then step it all the way through, low lunge. Both feet meet, forward fold. Inhale, arms up and back. Exhale, Tadasana. Left side, arms up and back. Exhale, forward fold. Left foot steps back, low lunge. Both feet meet in plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Left leg high, open the hip. Rotate open. Draw the leg all the way through, low lunge. Both feet meet, forward fold. Inhale, arms up and back. Exhale, Tadasana. Root the feet down. Open the eyes. Bring the right knee up towards the chest. You can keep the hands on the hip. Just draw the knee out to the side and in a few times. See how high can you guide the right knee. And then when the right knee is out, try to kick. Right leg straight and bend. If it's easier, you can also draw the hands up. And then right knee comes back to center. Try to swing it back without arching. So you still want to kick back and feel the glute engaging. Very nice. Bring it back up to one leg Tadasana. And now let's see how can you place the foot into a tree pose. So this is an active tree pose because we're not using the hands to go there. Try to avoid stepping on the knee. If you can just reach down to the calf, that's fine. Reach the arms up, push the foot into the thigh. Take your right hand to the left wrist and slightly lean to the right side. Gentle side bend, but keep pushing. Inhale, draws you back up, right knee lifts into the chest. Arms fly back, find a moment in Warrior 3. Bring the left hand down, bend the right foot, catch the inside or the outside of the foot. Now we want to open the hip to the side like a half moon. And then roll the hips back down like Warrior 3 with holding the foot. 2 more times. Open the hip. Lower it down. 1 more. Let go of the back foot. Cross it behind the left. Sit all the way down. Let's get a little twist. Right hand to the knee, left arm back. Root the sitting bones down. If you want more, catch the outside of the knee with the elbow. And stretch out the outer hip that we use to stabilize the standing pose. Rotate back to the front, twist it to the other side. Just a little counter twist. Bring it back to center, and now you can use the hands or try to do without the hands. Shift forward, press into the right foot. Come all the way up to stand. We'll do the other side. Right foot roots down, left knee lifts. Hands into the hips, open and close the hip. Only this leg is moving, so try to avoid balancing in the torso by rooting down the right leg. A few more to just get into the motion. And then keep the knee as high as you can and kick the leg out to the side. Very nice. Keep the foot in. We'll go back, find the midline first. Push the leg back without arching. Feel the hamstring and the glute turning on. Torso doesn't move, just the leg back behind your line. Draw the knee up and find your tree pose without the hands, putting the foot down any degree. Arms reach up, left hand goes to the right wrist, gentle side bend to the left. Push into the feet, root yourself down. Inhale, brings you back up, left knee in. Fly out, warrior three. Right hand down, guide the left hand to the left foot. Inside or outside, depends a little how much you want to have the shoulder rotation. Bring the knee up and back. Rotate the hip down like in a warrior three. Open the hip like in half moon. Two more, hip down. Open, do it slow so you can keep the stability in the right leg. This is not an easy transition. Roll it down and up. Let go of the foot so you can do a Shiva squat to the right, knee behind the left. Slowly sit down, maybe without the hands. Right knee is up, right arm back. Open the chest. Rotate over the right side. If you want, you can catch the elbow to the knee to get a little deeper twist. Keep breathing. Release back to the front, counter twist to the left. One more chance to try to get up without hands. Lean forward with your weight, push into the left foot, and then shift the weight to the right. All the way up to stand, feet together. Bend the knees, arms lift, Utkatasana chair. Sit low. See how low can you go, but still keeping the arms and the biceps to the ears. Fly the arms back, reach the thumbs up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, lift to the front. Exhale, bring it back, thumbs up. One more, inhale, lift. Exhale, back. Dive down into a forward fold. Halfway lift out of Uttanasana. Step or jump back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing down. Exhale, back to down dog. Right leg lifts high, open the hip one more time. Like we did in standing, try to kick the leg up 3 times, straight up. Knee to the chest. Right leg lifts straight back, 3-legged down dog. Step it through, high lunge. Both arms lift up, pull the navel in. Right arm back, left arm forward, open arm twist. Reach forward with the left hand, guide it to the mat. Keep the right arm lifted, twisted half moon lift. The left leg up, push into the right navel in. And then switch, right hand down, left arm lifts, half moon. Now we step it back into warrior two. Arms open. Right palm flips, reverse it. Inhale, warrior two, straighten out the right leg, find Trikonasana. Try to see if you can get the left arm over the head to get a little bit more length and engagement. Inhale brings you up, parallel both feet. Bring the hands onto the hips, draw the elbows back. Push the hips slightly to the front, maybe even look up. And keep the elongation of the spine, fold forward. Guide the left hand to the right foot, twist over to the right. Reach back with the right shoulder. Other side, roll forward, right hand to the foot, look over the left shoulder and left hand. Exhale, release. Walk yourself back to the front of the mat, right leg bends. Hands down, float the right leg back, keep it lifted if you like. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts, open the hip. You can stay here or kick the left leg straight 3 times. Bring the knee to the forehead, round the spine. Left leg straight back, 3-legged down dog. Step it through, high lunge. Arms lift, root the feet down. Left hand back, right arm forward. Keep the shoulders down. Reach the right arm to the floor. And then lift the right leg up, twisted half moon. Left hand down, half moon, right arm lifts, right leg in one line. Step it back, warrior two. Hips down, shoulders relaxed, left palm flips. Exhale, reverse, warrior. Right shoulder down. Back to warrior two, straighten out the left leg, Trikonasana. Right arm up. Push into the feet, come back up. Parallel the feet, hip width apart. Keep the arms wide this time. Lean forward halfway. Guide the hands behind the sacrum. And I'm just going to lean forward just so you can see more. Connect the thumb and the fists. Stay halfway lifted. Try to lift the elbows up and squeeze them together. Just for a breath. And then exhale, forward fold. Let the arms come down. Take a moment in your straddle. Halfway lift. Pivot the toes out to the side. So you can come into a goddess with the knees on top of the feet. Arms lift. Go for a little side bend too. Right arm to the front. Left arm over the head. Switch, both arms up, left arm forward, right arm over the head. Both arms up. Bring the hands onto the thigh. Any degree, so you can lengthen out the arms. Rotate the right shoulder in and the left. Get a little traction for the spine. And then keep the hips in one line with the knees. Reach the arms up. Now reach forward. You can stick the butt back, but keep the chest, the head in one line with the hips. Bring the hands to the floor. Straighten out the legs. This time walk your hands forward. You can stay on the fingertips. Straddle forward fold, but with the arms like almost in down dog. And then from here, walk it in and through the legs. Maybe you need to pause in between to lift the belly up and walk yourself more through. Maybe the head is going down towards the mat. Hands walk back in. Come back to the front, right foot steps back, left leg lifted for three-legged plank if you like. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. One deep breath. Right leg lifts, rotate the hip open. Cross it under to the left elbow, little twist. Right leg lifts straight back. Step it through, high lunge. Arms lift. Right hand back, left arm forward. Take the transition to twisted half moon. Switch it, right hand down, left palm lifts. Both hands down. Standing splits, then draw the knee in, Shiva squat. But only tap the foot down. Two more, lengthen. Exhale down. Lengthen it up. All the way down with the foot. Reach the arms to the front. Feel the side hip turning on. Then place the hands down underneath the shoulders. Lift the left foot up, come onto the toes. And you can try to stay here and really press into the head. Or you can do a little hop 2 or 3 times. Maybe you catch a moment to balance on your head. Land back, find back to your high lunge. Windlet open, warrior 2. Right palm flips, reverse. Exhale all the way to Trikonasana. Left arm over the head if you like. Windlet open, parallel the feet, arms over the head. This time interlace the hands behind the back. Lead with the chest all the way into your forward fold. 2 long breaths. Come up with the hands interlaced. Right foot turns to the front. Left heel lifts. Guide the chest forward on the inside of the right leg. So we do like a lizard with the interlaced hand. Hands down. Step it back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Let's try the other side. Left leg lifts, open the hip. Cross it under to the right elbow, tap. Left leg lifts. Step it through, high lunge. Arms get up. Left hand back, right arm forward. Go all the way to twisted half moon. Switch, left hand down, right arm up. Guide the torso open. Both hands down, right knee behind the left leg, Shiva squat. 2 more, lengthen. Squat down to the side, lengthen up. Squat down, this time you can bring the toe down so you can reach the arms forward. Feel the outer hip turning on. Hands down, right leg lifts. Come onto the toes, feel the weight shift to the hands. If you can do 3 jumps on this side as well. Guide up with the right leg. Squeeze everything into the midline. And then float it back to your high lunge. Open to the side, warrior 2. Left palm flips, reverse. All the way to Trikonasana. Straighten out the leg, left hand down, right arm reaches up. Pull the navel in. Get up with the arms, parallel the feet, interlace the hands behind the back. Open before you go down. Keep the breath going. Halfway lift, left foot to the front, right heel lifts like a lizard. Chest down, keep pulling the hands up and away from the lumbar spine. Hands down, step the left foot back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 long and deep breath here. And step or jump to the front, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees for the chair, Katasana. Arms lift, over and up. Sit all the way down onto your heels. Keep reaching up with the hands. Left hand crosses over to the right knee. And then try to use that push to look over or underneath the right armpit. Twist over to the side. Guide the right arm down. Bring the knees down. And lift the left arm up. Bring it back to center, arms over the head. Try to lift the knees without the head. We'll go the other side. Right hand to the outside of the knee, left arm lift. Rotate the torso first. And then bring the left hand down slowly. And then you can get the knees down. Keep rotating the chest. Bring it back to center, arms lift. Stay a moment on your toes. Hands interlace behind the head, elbows wide. Lift the thoracic spine, guide the elbows far apart. Release, untuck the toes, sit over the heels. Hands walk back, try to lift the knees. If both at the same time is too much, you can lift one at a time. Stay for a moment on the counter, stretch. And lean back to the front. Tuck the toes under. Let's try to lift the knees one more time. Arms up. Shift the weight back. All the way into a standing forward fold. Halfway lift. If you want to add a crow, you can place the hands down, shoulder width apart, bring the knees up high. Lean forward, lift one foot at a time. Maybe straighten out the arms. Step or jump back to Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Right leg lifts. Step it through, high lunge. Arms guide up and over. This time let's go to standing split. Reach the hand forward, left leg lift. Bend the left knee in. Right hand is down so you can catch the outside of the foot again. And then slowly open into half moon with the bow. Bring the knee down towards the other one. See if you can catch the right hand to the foot as well, so the heel is squeezing into the glute. You can stay here or lift also into a warrior 3 variation. Let go of the grip, hands down, Shiva squat to the right. Sit it all the way down, like we did in the beginning. Right arm reaches back. Right shoulder rotates back. Take the elbow if you want more depth. Come back to center. Left hand down, push into the right foot. Lift up. Back to the front. Maybe without the hands. All the way to warrior three. Step it back. High lunge. Reach up with the arms one more time. Float the hands down. Keep the right leg lifted. Chaturanga. Inhale, foot facing down. Exhale, down dog. Other side, left leg high. Step it through, high lunge. Arms lift. All the way forward, standing split, right leg lifts. Bring the right knee in, take the hand to the foot. And open into your warrior three variation. You don't have to go all the way. See where you feel the balance and the comfort. Draw the knee down. You can even bend the standing leg to reach back with the left hand to the foot. And then open back up. Warrior three variation. Let go of the foot. Find your standing split. Right knee crosses behind the left. Shiva squat all the way down to the seat. Left arm back, right hand to the knee. Maybe catching the elbow and the knee. Rotate forward, place the right hand underneath the shoulders. Push up as far as it feels good. Hips back down, shift to the front. All the way, warrior three. Step it back, high lunge for a breath. Hands down, keep the left leg floated if you like. Chaturanga. Inhale, facing down. Exhale, down dog. Step or jump to the center of your mat. Roll all the way up to standing. We'll do a little Shiva squat rotation. Right leg is your foundation, left foot steps back, sink down like we did before. Here you can get the arms up and pull with the right hand to the left. Get a little side bend. Inhale brings you back, hands to the heart. Rotate to the left and switch the legs, ideally all the way around. Let's do one more, twist over to the right. You can even hook the elbow to the right knee. And twist it over to the other side. Maybe hook the elbow to the knee. Rotate all the way back to the front. We'll do the other side. Left leg is your foundation. Right knee back. Sink it down. Both arms lift. Left hand to the right wrist. Side bend to the left. Hands in front of the heart. Rotate to the right. Make the knot the other way. Maybe hook the elbow to the knee. One more time. Switch. Hook if you like. Open the chest. One more. This should go pretty nice into your T-bend. And then unwind. Feet hip width apart, hands to the hips. Lean forward halfway. Place the hands down underneath the shoulders. Shift the weight to the toes, lift the heels up. Other direction, heels down, toes lift. Two more, come onto the toes. Lean it back. One more. And then arrive in your forward fold. Do you want to grab the toes or do you want to walk the hands all the way underneath the feet? Elbows wide and out. However always feel like when I move my ankles, my legs are much more happy if I go into a deeper stretch. Halfway lift. Take the hands away from the feet. Pivot the feet out to the side. Sit low in her squat. One more time. Hands in front of the heart. Close the eyes. How is this squat right now compared to the first one that you did? How's your energy moving through you? Do you feel challenged or at ease? Let go of the hands, open the eyes, walk the hands back into a reverse tabletop. Push the hips up, rotate the shoulders back. Bring the right knee towards the forehead, the hips can go down. Inhale, straighten your right leg to the front. Bring it in, forehead to knee. One more, straighten it out, knees connect. And then forehead to the knee. Right leg down, realign your spine. Left knee towards the forehead. Left leg straight out. Two more, knee to the forehead. Straight out. And last one. Both feet down, push the hips up another inch and then shift the hips to the front, closer to the heels. And then rotate, bend the right arm, dip the right shoulder. The hand should be to the front, left shoulder dips, and right. Get some mobility into the shoulders. Push yourself up, slide the legs out to the front, pull the core in and up, reach forward with a flat spine, pull the toes in. If you need to bend the knees, that's fine. We'll do some cat-cow here, so push the belly back, inhale, lengthen, and arch, exhale, round. Inhale, lengthen. Observe what happens in the back of the legs as you do that. So ideally we want to find that neutral spine, not rounding and not arching too much as we walk to the front with the belly to the thigh. Check yourself as I can do it right now. Take your time to breathe yourself into this posture. One breath at a time. Guide yourself back up into a seat. Legs out wide into the straddle. Same like we did before in the beginning. Place the hands down and shift from side to side like a leaf waving from right to left. Come back to center, arms up. Left arm forward, right arm reaches. Use the active engagement here to go to the side bend. Lift both arms up, right arm forward, left arm over the side and over the head. Both arms lift. Place the hands in front of you. Shift the hips back a little bit so you can lift both of your legs. You can just stay here pushing into the floor. You can make some circles for the legs. I know most of you love this exercise. Usually you get some cramps in the legs and feet. That's normal. Go the other way if you started rotating. Bring the legs down, arms up. And go into a straddle forward fold, any degree. Same idea like in the Paschimottanasana, flat spine, take your time to go down. Walk the hands back in. Both hands over to the right leg. Place the hands halfway on your thigh. Push into the hands and lift the glutes up. And release. Other side. Hands to the left. Push. Lift the glutes up. Then release. Guide the soles of the feet together. Hands to the outside of the feet. Let's do a little cat-cow action here as well. Chest forward and shoulder blades back. Exhale, round. 2 more. Lengthen to the front. Press the knees down. Exhale, release. Last one. Get the feet together. Cross that. Step or jump back to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing down. And exhale, downward facing down. Step to the center of the mat. Roll all the way back up. Feet out to the side. One more goddess. 45 degrees. Sit down. Bring the hips low. Lift the right heel up. Go up and down a few times. Left heel lifts. Go up and down. Try to lift both heels. You can keep the hands on the hips or forward or up. Try to squeeze the knees out. I don't know if you see it this way better, so I'm trying to get some movement out. Just a few. You should feel that in the outer hips. Very nice. Straighten out the legs, pivot the feet parallel. One more straddle forward fold. You can shimmy the hips from right to left to release that tension. If you're already feeling tired, maybe just stay here. If you want to add another arm balance, walk the hands underneath the shoulders. Walk the feet forward, so in front of your hands. Sit down and bring it back up. Try to see if you can bring the thighs onto the back of the triceps. You can straighten out the legs and sit down a few times. If you have blocks, it might be useful to bring them underneath the hands. And then when you find that seat with the thighs onto the back of the triceps, you root the hands down and walk the feet together so you can cross the feet and maybe even lift the feet away. If you want to go further, you might open the legs out to the side into Titibhasana. I'll show it from the side one more time, also with blocks, so you get an idea for that. We start in the straddle, hands on the blocks, walk your feet in front of the blocks, sit down. You want to create a shelf with the thigh and the back of the triceps, like in Chaturanga. And here you could move the feet together. With the feet hooked, it's much easier. If you have a good flexibility, you might open the legs to the side. Always save energy to come back. And then release the posture if you're still in it. Interlace opposite elbows. Let yourself hang into a forward fold. Bring the hands down and the knees as well. Turn sideways on your mat again. Sit back over the heels. Flip the hands towards you on the back of the hands. Give yourself a wrist stretch. This pose is quite intense for the wrists. I like to go from side to side, if that feels good for you. Release, switch, hands facing towards you, palms facing down, forearm stretch. For some it feels good to even round back or bring the hands more to the front. Adjust how it feels good in your forearms and wrists. And then release, hands back to the front, step it back, another chaturanga. Inhale, put facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Right leg lifts high. Bring the knee to the right wrist. Find your pigeon on this side. And shimmy the hips from right to left as well. So at some point you should feel where the hips are naturally going, hips parallel to the front. And there is the place where you want to stay. Stay on the fingertips. Right hand to the front and to the center of your chest. Reach back with the left hand on the left thigh. You can rotate the left shoulder open. Maybe that is enough for you to stay, or you can bend the foot and catch it from the inside. So you can rotate the left shoulder back. If you are one of the bendy people, maybe you catch the elbow crease and the toe. Maybe even you don't need the right arm. Make sure that the chest rotates to the front, the hips stay centered. Right hand down, let go of the foot if you had it. And then all the way to sleeping pigeon. Allow yourself to fully let go and surrender. Let the belly flare out as you inhale deep into the belly. Where can you release? Maybe the shoulders, maybe the hips, maybe it's just the face, softening the jaw, the eyeballs, not gazing anywhere. Walk the hands back underneath the shoulders. Tuck the back toe under so you can lift the right knee up. We'll do one more time, opening the hip. If you want to stay here, that's fine. If you want to step it back into wild thing and push the hips up, you may open the front. Draw it all the way back into your down dog. We'll do the other side, left leg lifts, knee to the left wrist, find the pigeon position first and then wiggle it around, right and left. Shimmy the hips from side to side. Arrive in your posture, let the body breathe into it. Left hand to the center of the mat, right arm to the back thigh, rotate the right shoulder back. You might stay here, you bend the foot, maybe reach the inside of the foot. Still keeping the hips rotating to the front, so the tendency is to roll to the side. If you want to go further, maybe slide the foot into the elbow crease. Maybe you feel like, actually I don't need this hand, so you can catch the other hand. Let go of any variation that you had to the twist. Orient yourself back to the front, sleeping pigeon, all the way down to the mat. Where do you feel your energy stuck? Usually our body tells us exactly where the energy is not flowing so well. Maybe by moving through your whole body this morning, you feel where you have Put some more awareness and loving kindness Walk the hands back underneath the shoulders, tuck them back to under, push the knee back up, three-legged down dog, and then open. Stay here all the way to Wild Thing. Step the left foot behind the right, open the chest. Rotate it back to high plank. Bring the knees down, sit over the heels, child's pose. Knees together, slightly separated. Take in the grounding sensation of this moment, of this pose. Pull yourself back up just to a seat so you can bring the legs to the front. Bring the feet hip width apart, arms to the front. From the navel, roll one vertebrae at a time, all the way down to your Shavasana. Palms facing up, let the feet flare out. Maybe take another deep breath. Audible exhale if you need. Connect to your own magic that resides in your heart, travels throughout your body, expresses itself through your soul. Sometimes we are questioning ourselves. Try to make decisions that bring us into a struggle between our heart and mind. But I believe if we make our decisions based on how our heart feels, there are no wrong choices. We have to make consciously space to feel ourselves, to connect to our heart, to align our life and our decisions based on that. We're human beings, full of emotions and energy. Let the body rest fully. No tension. Feel the heart beating, reminding you that you're magic in every moment. Let the center of your chest be wide and open. Maybe you feel warmth or a tingling sensation. Maybe you just feel the breath moving to the heart. And from the heart into the body. I hope you will go out and let stories, that is life, happen to you. And that you will work with these stories. Water them with your blood and tears and laughter till they bloom, till yourself burst into bloom. Rest a little longer if you have the time. If you want to close practice with me, invite gentle movements in your body by wiggling your fingers and toes, nodding your head from side to side. As you inhale deep, reach the arms overhead and over the side. Stretch it out. Exhale, roll into a fetal position on your favorite side. Use the arms as a pillow. Take a moment to be grateful. Be grateful for yourself this morning. Thank yourself for your practice, for making space to connect. Roll all the way back up into a seat. Get the hands together in front of the heart. Breathe into that heart space and your intention connected with your heart. We'll close practice by chanting Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Guide your hands to your third eye center, your seat of intuition, to your lips for speaking your truth, and back to your heart. May you always be guided by your heart. Namaste.